Yo, what's going on, my dudes? It's your boy Glasgow back at it again with another video, and today I'm gonna be talking about these 7 stupid dating mistakes that I made in 2020. That way we all can learn from those experiences and we all can prosper and slay going forward in 2021. Let's go.
I wake up, sun down now, check, no drip this, tell 'em run it up.
So guys, without further ado, the first mistake I made was going out with women who I was not interested in. Guys, I don't know if it was because of clout. Actually, I think it was because of clout. I was so concerned about what people thought of me. I, for whatever reason, felt that if I went out with more women, that means I can tell more of my homies about it at work. That means I can tell more of my friends. I don't know. I felt like it was like a badge of honor to go out with as many girls as you possibly could. And at first, it was cool until I was going out on about 6 dates a week. It felt like a goddamn job, like I was in an 8 to 5. It was crazy. I was going out with way too many females, and 90% of them I wasn't interested in. So what that led to was me just spending a bunch of money. Imagine sitting there for 2 hours with a girl you know you have zero interest in, literally zero interest in, knowing that she's ordering all these goddamn drinks and this bill is about to be $200, and you know you might hit if you get drunk enough, but you know you probably won't even hit because you don't want to hit. Imagine sitting there for 2 hours, just entertaining these conversations, knowing you don't want this girl. Guys, it was stupid. Stop. I went out with women I wasn't interested in, and it was dumb. Don't do that. Learn from my mistakes. The second mistake I made, I was cutting people off way too quick. And I know, guys, I know that's not the alpha thing to say. I know I dabble in the dating space. I know I dabble in the high value man alpha space. So what I'm about to say is not conducive of that space, and it's opposite of what everybody's gonna tell you. But the truth is, I think I cut some women off way too early. The truth is, subconsciously, I'm always looking for something wrong with the person. And I think that's me just trying to protect my ego. There is no way that I want a female to stop talking to me before I start talking to them. It's almost a race for me to stop talking to them first. So I'm just always grooming and looking to see if there's something wrong with them, and there, bam, I cut their ass off quick. But the truth is, I may have done it a little too quick in a lot of situations because I was trying something a little bit different this year. I was trying to have a little bit more patience with people after I realized this. And sometimes I take a girl on a couple dates and I really wouldn't get where I wanted to. And I wanted to quit and I wanted to cut her off and I wanted to be like, this is done. But something inside me was like, yo, just try a little bit more. Just give her a little bit more. And then boom, that next date, boom, everything changed. And I just think, man, had I given up, had I cut her off, had I not let this part slide, I wouldn't be clapping these cheeks right now. That's literally a thought I would be having while I was having sex with a female. So guys, I made the mistake of cutting people off too early, and I think I missed out on a lot of good people in my life. And we'll talk about that in future videos on how to stay alpha, how to stay, not be a beta male, but also kind of pursue, because a lot of these dating coaches out here just tell you,
don't take shit from any woman. Don't do anything. Don't let them talk to you any kind of way.
And that's true, but there is a fine line between being a dick and then like actually pursuing a woman and actually getting dates and actually getting results. So we'll talk about that in another video. But guys, the lesson here is don't cut off people too quick. I lost a lot of good girls doing that. Give things time to develop. As the next mistake I made, I was juggling way too many women and I was not focusing on the few. I believe there's a quote that says, the man who is good at everything is great at nothing. And again, I know this is against the whole alpha male dating culture, but I'm not necessarily looking for a girlfriend, but I am looking for somebody that is on the same wavelength as me. I'm not trying to date 98,000 women, because the truth is, if you're an alpha male and if you actually want to succeed in life, you don't really have time to date 98,000 girls. That is just a money drain. It's an energy drain. It's a brain energy drain. So I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to find a couple girls, maybe one girl on the same wavelength so we can go in the same direction. So with that being said, back to my mistake, I was juggling way too many women and not focusing on the few. To give you an example, I might have 10 girls that I'm texting all at once. There's maybe 1 or 2 who I'm actually interested in, men who actually have the same interests as me. They want to be entrepreneurs. They're on their shit. They want to do the same stuff I want to. But the truth is, because I was booked Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I could not actually give these girls the attention that a high value woman actually needs and a high value woman actually deserves. So I just was focused on pleasing these 6s and 7s and girls who would just let me smash and doing that kind of stuff. And I never gave around to giving the more appropriate women, the women I was actually interested in, the attention that they deserved. And they ended up moving on. So the lesson here is, guys, if you figure out what you want in a female, first of all, figure out what kind of situation you want. If you want 1,300 girlfriends, that's fine. This probably ain't the channel for you. But if you want to find like a girl that's on the same wavelength as you, then figure that out. And then don't have 98,000 women, because you're not going to be able to give this one who is actually good and has proven herself the attention that she needs. Anyway, next lesson. Guys, another mistake that I made was flexing. I was flexing way too hard and I was giving girls the wrong impression of who I actually was. You see, my problem was, look, Look, I've told you guys this before. Arizona has the baddest girls in the United States of America. If I'm lying, then I'm dying. For real. They really got them. And so a lot of times when you see these baddies out here, you feel that you got to be somebody different to attract them. And that's just not the case. So there I was, feeling that I had to be different to attract this dime. And I was doing all the things to make her think that I was some big baller, some shot caller, something like that. I was doing all this stuff. I was taking multiple girls a week on $300 to $400 dates. I'm talking about to the best steakhouses in Arizona. Now, guys, I make a lot. I make a decent amount of money, but God, I can't afford that. $300 to $400 dates multiple times a week, multiple times a month. I can't afford that on a consistent basis. Who the hell did I think I was? P. Diddy?
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Like, bro, what am I doing? I was taking girls on $300 to $400 dates, and don't get me wrong, it was fun. They had fun. They liked it. But here's the problem. I was setting the bar way too high for myself. Like, yeah, I can hit that bar once or twice a month, but damn, when you give a girl all that on the first date, when you show her the world on the first date, it's gonna be really hard for you to not hit that bar the rest of the way. She's going to expect that. And so the problem that I ran into is after I took these girls on a few of these dates, and then I would start offering to do something different, maybe because my pockets was a little low, or maybe I just didn't feel like paying that much. But after I started to offer them to do things that were creative, like go on a bike ride, maybe go to the park, things that really just didn't cost money, these girls weren't about it. And that all leads back to I was flexing, which was leading me to attract the wrong women, which was leading women that I didn't want. They wanted a certain thing from me, not actual women who were interested in me. They wanted the lifestyle that I was portraying to them. So all in all, it just doesn't help you at all. It may help you clap cheeks, but it doesn't help you find the right type of women to be in your life. So guys, that was a huge mistake I made, flexing, trying to impress girls, giving them the wrong impression of who Glasgow actually was. The next mistake I made was placing girls that I liked on a pedestal. Yes, placing them on a pedestal. And here is the problem with that. Look, I have read this book. It's called A 3% Man. If you haven't read it, I highly recommend that you go read that book. But in that book, it said a woman is more attracted to a man whose intentions are not clear. Glass, say it one more time for him. A woman is more attracted to a man whose intentions are not clear. And here's why. Women, it's despite what people believe, women like to chase too. They really do. Women like to chase. They don't like a man that's easy. These girls have 100 DMs from dudes every day. Even an average girl, a girl that is a 5 has 100 plus DMs from dudes and they are begging to clap cheeks every single day. That she's got all these messages, so that is boring to her. Women like to chase. So the problem I had was when I would actually get a girl that was like an 8 to 10, somewhere in that range, I would start simping, bro. I would start doing everything wrong. Look, I would start texting her good morning. I was texting her good night. I was asking her to hang out multiple times a week. I was just doing all the wrong stuff. And the truth is, they got bored with me. That's what it is, because women say that they want that, the consistency, the texting, all that, but that's not the fucking truth. They don't want that. And so when I was doing it, I would lose the interest of these girls that I would consider to be dimes. Later on in the year, I started to just stop giving a fuck about anyone. I don't care how bad you were. I didn't give a fuck about any female because I was focused on my purpose. And what I found was that, man, even the bad ones, if you act like you don't give a fuck, which I really didn't, they're going to start chasing you. So that is a huge mistake I made, guys. I was placing the bad ones on a pedestal and doing everything that I shouldn't have been doing. So my advice to you and to me in 2021 is treat every girl the same. Treat every single girl the same. And I would have you think about this. How do you treat the fat girl that is in your phone right now trying to hang out with you? That is exactly how you need to treat the dime piece, and then the dime piece will come. The next mistake I made was spending way too goddamn much on dating. Guys, it's really not that big a deal if you go on one date a week, but guys, when you start to go on at least 3 to 5 dates a week, this shit adds up unless you're going to like Chili's 2 for $20, which is pretty delicious, by the way, but most girls aren't going to be impressed by that. But anyway, unless you're doing that, this stuff starts to add up. I'm talking at least $500 a week. Now, I don't know what you guys make, and I make a decent amount, but that is really not sustainable for me. And so when I look back at my finances, I said, guys, you spent how much on dates? And you have nothing to show for it. Literally not even a little bae. It's just me and my lonely in this room talking to a camera. So I got no baes, no nothing to show for it, and I spent all this money on dates. It was a big mistake, guys, but I did learn from that lesson. I did learn to start being a little bit more strategic when I'm dating. And so this is what I'm going to be doing in 2021. And I recommend you guys follow suit. So look, you need to find the specials in your area. You need to find a couple restaurants and you need to know when they offer the specials, especially if you're going to be dating at a high volume like I was doing. So I'm talking about first girl for the week. We going to Taco Tuesday where the tacos is $3 and we got happy hour. So we going there. You going out with another girl on Wednesday, they got Wing Wednesday. So you need to go wherever Wing Wednesday is and you need to get the 10 wings for $10 and at happy hour. You're saving money. The next girl, you're going to Thirsty Thursday. So whatever bar has a good Thirsty Thursday and a happy hour, that's where you're going. You can get multiple dates in really for less than $200 a week if you do it that way. So that's what I'm going to be doing. And that's what I recommend you do. The next mistake I made was ignoring obvious red flags. And I'm sure we all do it. Guys, I had a huge problem with this. Number one red flag was like, hey, if the girl is not really texting back, if she's not really texting first, if she's not really helping you see her, helping you guys go out, she's just not that interested. And that is a red flag because as alpha males, as what we are, we should only be spending our time with high interest females, meaning they have a high interest in us. So there's a big red flag I ignore because even when you do give effort to these girls that have medium to low interest, even if you do get them, it's gonna take a lot of work. It's probably not gonna be worth it. Other guys are probably gonna be clapping cheeks. It's just not worth the investment. So guys, I highly recommend, make sure you are keeping up with the red flags. Another red flag that I had was I would take some girls out. I had a couple girls do this to me this year. I would take some girls out, we have a nice dinner, and then after that, they would go right out to the clubs. So they get dressed up, they come eat with me, we get drunk, whatever, we do all this, and then they would go right out to the clubs. And I'm sure you're thinking when I'm thinking like, Glass, you went to the clubs too, right? No, these girls did not invite me. They didn't invite me to the clubs. They went to dinner, they ate my food, they drank my drinks, and then they went to the clubs without your boy, the no invite for Glass. And what I found out was that while I was taking these girls to dinner multiple times in a couple different weeks, I found out that there was another dude that they were meeting at the clubs. A couple of them were going out with these club promoters, and they ended up in a relationship with these club promoters, both girls. So what happened was I was doing all the whining and dining while another man was clapping cheeks and having to throw bottles and shots back at the club. Guys, don't be like me. Do you know what that feels like to know you just dropped $250 on a date? And then she goes to the club, goes in the nigga section, and gets her cheeks clapped. That don't feel good, guys. So don't be like me. Learn from my mistakes. Anyway, guys, that was the top mistakes that I made in dating in 2020. Again, the reason I shared that with you, because it's embarrassing, the reason I shared it with you is so that we all cannot make those mistakes in 2021 and we all can slay. All right. So, but guys, anyway, if you found value in this video, you know what to do. Go ahead and share this video, like this video, hit the sub button, hit the bell, join the gang. And until the next video, you know what it is. Your boy Glass is out. Peace.